What is up, guys? DS3TV here, and we are here for another video. Night Shift Stories Animated by Llama Arts. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good video. I always like creepy stuff. Creepy stuff is always the best stuff to me, usually. And yeah, I should love this, and yeah, I should, really be connecting to the stories. And yeah, I like horror stuff. So yeah, if you guys have anything to that you want me to react to, and especially horror stuff, I love to watch. I definitely love to watch history stuff. I love to watch. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I definitely do love horror stuff, and I haven't seen any in a long time. So I'm ready to see some horror stuff on the channel. This is gonna be pretty good. A nice little segue back into the horror stuff that I used to post some from time to time. And actually, I posted a lot more in October, I feel like. So, if you want to know that, yeah, I posted a lot more in October, like a lot more stuff last October. So, yeah. All right, so let's get into it and play.
It was 2 years ago. I was called in to do the night shift, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven, since somebody called out. The store was located on a busy road in a rather quiet and rural area. During the night shift, you could expect anywhere from 10 to 20 people come in to buy a beer or something else. This one particular night, there was this one guy, mid-20s, that came in. He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises. I assumed he had some kind of mental disability. In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling. I felt uncomfortable. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it.
Is he a zombie? That's my first instinct. Is he like a zombie or something? Like, he looks like he's from the undead.
I tried speaking with him, but he only responded in loud noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store. I felt so horrible for the man, but at the same time, I felt a bit creeped out.
I'm not saying it's just to clarify. I'm not saying it's a zombie because I know this is a horror story. Like this was I know this is like an animated horror story, so I know. I'm like, okay, so what's what's the real the real thing here that's that's going on. Not I know it probably wasn't mental illness. That's just what I'm gonna assume. because it is a horror story.
About an hour later, the phone on the counter rang. I picked up to hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier. It caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think, other than this has to be some kind of prank. I hung up on them and was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings, constantly checking the outside through the windows. Come 4 o'clock, the person working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home. It wasn't my problem anymore. I got home and threw all my stuff on the table, ready to get to...
You didn't tell him? I would have told him to say oh, it was this guy that came in, just watch out for him. You didn't even tell him to watch out? That's kind of bogus. Honestly, you didn't say anything, at the change of shift, y'all just... I mean, I can see, I guess if you don't like each other, maybe, you just didn't tell him, but yeah, that's crazy. You just, wow.
To sleep.
Okay.
But my phone rang within a minute after entering the door. I felt a chill run down my spine. Why would someone be calling at 4 a.m.? I could only imagine it was bad news. I braced myself and picked up the phone to hear the man again. I felt sick to my stomach as I listened to the loud noises he made. I struggled to slam the phone to the receiver. All night, I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut. and I could swear I heard strange noises coming from all over my house. I refused to get any sleep until the sun came up. Weeks passed and I had forgotten about the incident until one day, when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I found that papers had been scattered all over the floor, and when I went into the basement closet, I found writing on the walls. 7-Eleven had been written in Sharpie on the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address.
What?
The most disturbing part, I also found various kitchen knives, along with a large pocket knife sitting in the closet, which started out as seemingly just an
Bruh, he was going he was gonna kill you. You need to take that knife right there.
innocent person turning into something of a prank ultimately turned into something much more horrifying. He had been living down there for God knows how long, and I'm just grateful that, for whatever reason, he changed his mind and left, because I haven't seen or heard from him since. All I can say is that man is dangerously ill.
Okay. I could see definitely how that, like, I could see definitely, like, you know, how that can be terrible. Yeah, he probably does have a mental illness, but it's definitely, he needs to be checked into a mental hospital. Like, that's insane. Honestly, that's insane. So, yeah. Talk to you guys in the next video. Yes, keep subscribing to the channel. Get me to 1K subscribers by my birthday. And yeah. Be ready for 4 videos coming out tomorrow. And talk to you guys later in the next video. And peace.